Hello and welcome all my dear students. I am Rohan sir from Mehdi English Medium School. Welcome you once again in the grammar lecture. Students, how have you been? I hope that you are doing great. You are taking care of your health and at the same time you are taking care of the lectures also. Because both the things are necessary, isn't it so? And you know that exams are being conducted as it were conducted when you were in the school. So I hope that lectures from your side are also attended as you were attending the lectures in the classroom. My dear students, now I really appreciate the second standard students, especially why? Because I have seen many students sending the work to the follow-up teachers and even to me. Not only that, but the questions which I ask them to solve, grammar questions, they send me the answers for that and the answers are 100% correct. Do you know why it happened? It is just because you have decided to make the change in yourself, and that is why it has happened. And within very short time, I am arranging a good surprise for the second standard student as your work, as your performance have improved. So let's get started anyways with today's grammar lecture. Do you know what have we done in the previous grammar lecture? You might be knowing that we have started new chapter, which is chapter number 16, punctuation. Now in the previous lecture I have already told you why punctuation is easy for you. First of all, let me tell you what are we going to do today. Today also we are going to do chapter number 16, solving exercises. Remaining exercises we are going to solve today. We are going to understand again the concept of punctuation. We are going to just take the short recall of what we have done in the previous lecture. This is what the agenda is for the today's lecture. First of all, before displaying the textbook on the screen, let me just give you again one idea. Do you know, before starting punctuation, I told you one thing, that chapter 15 was for the full stop and question mark. So where do we have to put full stop and question mark is very well practiced in chapter number 15. So punctuation chapter is very easy for you because in your second grade, that is class 2, you don't have to be familiar with all the punctuation marks. You only have to be familiar with the comma, full stop, capitalization and question mark. So it is very easy concept. Only if you pay very careful attention, you will be able to implement punctuation marks in your sentences. Also, punctuation are not only needed in writing part but also when you are reading. So sometimes you know that especially we English teachers have the habit of asking students that get up and read this paragraph. At that time, when you know how to read, when the full stop is there, comma is there, question mark is there, you will be counted as a good reader as well. So this is how important punctuation marks are. Now let's get started. Let me display the textbook. And I hope that you also are ready with your textbooks. If not, please be ready with your textbooks, pencil, rough book, whatever is needed. If you do not have the textbook, obviously you have to work it out in the rough notebook. But the answer should be noted down in either of these books. So please be ready with these two books. Today few more new concepts I am going to introduce in this chapter. So please be ready for understanding and experiencing new concepts which you have seen in the books, but now you will understand it in the detail. Let's get started. So dear students, this is your textbook chapter number 16, punctuation, which we have just started. I have explained you again why and where full stop and question mark. I have even explained you where do we have to use capital marks, capitalization. Now where do we have to use capitalization? Where do we have to write the capital letter? Firstly, when it is the first letter of the sentence. With every new sentence, the first letter should be capital. Secondly, when it is the proper noun, again the first letter should be capital. For example, Rohan sir is the proper noun because it is a name of a person. Then R should be capital. Again, if I say Taj Mahal, now Taj Mahal again is the proper noun. Why? Because it is not the name of person, but at least it is a name of a place. So if the name is given to a person, place, animal or anything, if the proper name is given, specific name is given, then it is a proper noun. That we have to write in a capital letter. The first letter should be in short capital. Thirdly, I have even told you that when I is written all alone, when I is used particularly alone, I, not in the spelling anywhere, but I is used, word I, at that time it should be capital. Now whether it is in the beginning, ending or in the somewhere middle part of the sentence. As it is a personal pronoun, this is an exceptional case, you have to put it capital. So this is what I have explained you in the previous lecture. I hope that you have got a good recall by my explanation. So you also might be knowing that we have completed this exercise number 1 fully. And I hope that you have noted down the answers. You have understood the concept so that even if I ask you the questions from outside, you will be able to solve it. Let's get started with the new exercise, exercise number 2. Exercise number 2 is like a game. You really are going to enjoy it, but it is a game for only the smart students. So if you are smart, you will be able to understand the first example when I explain you, and later you will be able to solve it in the given few seconds of time. So let's get started with exercise number 2. Rearrange the set of words to make the correct sentences. Add correct punctuation marks at the end of each sentence. So here in this exercise you do not have one task, you have 2 tasks to solve simultaneously. You did not understand? Let me explain you. See, read the question. The cat jumped out the window off. So here you can see that the sentences are jumbled, like you first were solving jumble words. So here the sentence is not properly placed, the words are not properly placed. So there is no sentence we can say. We have to make the perfect sentence by rearranging these words. And after rearranging, making it meaningful sentence, we have to just put the proper punctuation marks. So 2 tasks are there, and now I hope you have very well understood what do we have to do with this exercise sentence questions. So are you ready? Please keep your pencil, eraser, whatever is needed with you so that you can erase if you make the mistake in this sentence. And I know that you are going to make the mistakes because here not all will be able to solve it very easily. But let's see, I will not underestimate you. You are very smart, so let's see how far can you solve it on your own without the help of anyone. So first let me explain it to you. Question A. The cat jumped out the window off. Does it make any sense if we read like this? No. So we have to make it sensible, we have to make it meaningful sentence. Can I say the cat jumped out of the window? Oh yes, then this sentence is sentence and it makes the sense, isn't it so? Let me write the sentence first of all. The cat jumped out of the window. So is this sentence right? You will say that yes sir, now it is right, it is totally perfect. No. 8 is not perfect. Now if you see here, I have just modified one thing and have put the punctuation mark. T I have put capital. Here it was not. So punctuation marks also includes capitalization. So here I have to put T capital because the is the first word and T is the first letter of the new sentence. So we have to start the sentence with a capital letter, that is why T capital. Now what is missing in this sentence? The cat jumped out of the window. Now you will say that, sir, cat jumped out of the window. Nothing is missing. Cat is missing. Find the cat. Okay, jokes apart. No. One punctuation mark is missing. Let me do it here and you will easily be able to understand what am I. So here punctuation mark full stop was missing. Isn't it so? At the end of the statement, full stop should be there, as the cat jumped out of the window does not ask you anything. Is this like, where did the cat go, where did she jump? No, here a piece of information is given that the cat jumped out of the window. It does not ask you any question. So we have to simply put a full stop. So first of all, I arranged the word, made it a sentence and then put the full stop according to the statement. So this is what you have to do in this full exercise. So I hope that you are going to really enjoy it. First of all, it is very hard for you to arrange the word and make it meaningful sentence. But no worries, as I am here to help you out. I am really going to solve each and every sentence, but first I will ask you to try it. So students, your task is to make the sentence proper, to arrange the words properly and make it meaningful. So I will give you 10 seconds for each question, okay? So let's get started. You try to guess the correct answer. When I am counting 1, 2, 3, 4, you have to guess the correct answer. If you are pretty sure, you can even write the answer in the book. Question B. A cup would you like of tea? What should come first? What should come last? Think about it. Your time starts now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Did you get the answer? A cup, would you like of tea? What is that? So the correct answer is, would you like a cup of tea? Let me write it down here. Would you like a cup of tea? Is this sentence correct? Some of you might be saying yes sir, some of you might be saying no sir. What is the reason for no? Why is it not correct? I have put W capital because it is the first letter. Then what is missing? Full stop? No. Would you like a cup of tea? You will say yes sir, please give, because this is the question I am asking you. That means I am not asking you the question, but it is at least a question. Would you like a cup of tea? It is a type of question. So question mark should be there at the end, isn't it so? So let us put the question mark at the end. Here is the question mark. So would you like a cup of tea? Now this question is perfect a question, right? So we have solved this way A and B. Let us solve few more sentences. Question C. There is in the garden a mouse. So first of all, we will have to arrange this sentence properly. So your 10 seconds time starts now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I hope at least you have arranged the first half part. Anyways, there is in the garden a mouse. So there is a mouse in the garden. Can you write like that? Yes. There is a mouse in the garden. There is a mouse in the garden. Perfect sentence? No. Question mark will be there, right? No, question mark will not be there. Then what will be there? Full stop. Now let me first put the full stop. As you can see, I have placed a full stop. Why? There is a mouse in the garden. So this is a statement. This is just an information given. No question is being asked, right? So as it is a statement, we have to put full stop. And T should be capital as it is a first letter. Very easy. Okay, let us solve the next one. Question D. Is the market where? Okay, what is this? Is the market where? Anyways, I am going to give you again 10 seconds. Try to solve it on your own. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So what is the correct answer? Is the market where? No. Where is the market? Where is the market? Okay, good question it is, right? Where is the market? Is this a question? Yes, if it is a question, what do we have to do? We have to just place a question mark. Now it is a perfect question, right? Where is the market? You will say that, sir, right here. So this is how you are going to solve entire exercise. So children, I am leaving these two questions for you to solve it in the homework. So you will have to solve this on your own. It's very easy, isn't it? So solve these two E and F in the homework. Let's move towards the last topic for the day and the last exercise for the day. First of all, you will have to understand one small topic of comma before starting this exercise. Now read these sentences. Maya, Priya, Meena and Gayatri are my friends. Oh no, they are not my friends. I am not telling you. This is what I am reading just from your textbook. So Maya, Priya, Meena and Gayatri are my friends. So what can you see in the sentence? What is highlighted? Yes, the commas are in the red color. But hold on. Can you see one thing? After Maya, after Priya, comma, punctuation marks are there. But after Meena, comma is not there. Why? Okay. Let us see the next example. I bought pencils, pens, erasers and notebooks. Hold on. Again, after pencils, pens, comma, punctuation marks are there. After eraser, comma is not there. Why? So this is what you will have to understand. See, whenever we put the list of things, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, list of things are there in one sentence. So to separate one object from the other from the list, we use comma. Comma help to separate words in the list. If I just write Maya, Priya, Meena and Gayatri, will it work? No. As these are the list of names, we have to put comma. And before the last word in the list, we have to put the word and. We don't have to use comma. This is the rule. When we are using comma, before the last word is used, and is used. We never put comma after the second last and before the last word. The same thing is here. I bought pencils, pens, erasers and notebooks. So before notebooks, as notebook is the last in the list, we are using and. No comma is there. So that is what the rule is, you have to understand. Isn't it very interesting? Once you hold the neck of this, you will be able to solve any sentence for the punctuation mark. So here they have given the note which I already explained you. we do not add a comma before A and D and. So as you can see here, when do we use A and D and? After the second last word of the list, we use A and D and, because after A and D and, the last word is there from the list. So we do not use comma here. We do not use comma. Okay, I hope you understood what is comma, where do we use it, and where do we not use it. So let us solve the exercise related to this. Exercise 3. Rewrite the sentences after putting commas. So wherever comma is necessary, you have to put the comma and rewrite the sentence. Rewrite means write it again. Let me solve it one for you. You will easily understand it, I am very sure. Gold, iron, silver and copper are all metals. Where is the list you can see here in the sentence? Are all metals? No, this is not the list. Gold, iron, silver and copper, yes. These are the words, the objects of the list. So this makes the list. As you can even see A and D and after that copper is written. So where do we have to put comma? Let me write the answer here. Gold, comma. Now after gold we have to put comma. Then iron. Then what do we have to do? Put comma. Then silver and copper are all metals. And then full stop is already there. Now what is the change in the sentence? We have to put comma after gold, iron and after silver we don't have to put comma because silver is the second last word of the list. After that last word is going to be there copper. So we have used A and D and after silver. We do not use comma there. Gold, iron, silver and copper are metals. This is the perfect use of comma. Next is my favorite subjects are English, Maths and Science. Now students, I am giving you 5 seconds. Put the comma, place the comma at the perfect place. Come on, where it should be. Your time starts now. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Where do we have to use comma? Exactly after English. Why? Because my favorite subjects are, then the list of favorite subjects are given. English, comma, Maths and the last one is Science. As there are 3 subjects, before the third subject A and D and is used because it is very simple. There are 3 names and before the last name and is used. So after English we have to put comma, Maths and Science. So my favorite subjects are English, comma, Maths and Science. This should be the perfect answer. I hope that you will write it in the way I have informed you. Let us solve the next one. Priya, Mary and Fatima love to play basketball. So where is the list? Some of you might have got the list, some of you might not have got. See here, Priya, Mary and Fatima. So list of names are given of the girls, right? They like to play they like to play basketball. So Priya, Mary and Fatima. Where is and? Here is the and. So Fatima is the last name, Mary is the second last name. But Priya, Mary. Between this comma should be there, right? So let me place comma. So Priya, comma, Mary and Fatima love to play basketball. This is how you should write the answer. Rest all the things will be remaining as it is. You have to just place the comma after Priya as I have done here. I hope that you understood the concept of comma. Let us solve next. Do you want a book, a toy or a pen as gift? Now you will say that, sir, there is no list because A and D and is not given. No, but still there is the list. See, do you want a Then the list starts. What do you want? A book, a toy, or a pen as a gift? So after or, last option is written pen. So before or we will not put comma. A book, comma, a toy or a pen. So comma will only be placed here after book. So the answer will be like this. Do you want a book, comma, a toy or a pen as a gift? So any one thing is asked to be demanded. Okay, and the last one, let us solve it. Mother bought bread, eggs, milk and honey from the market. Now students, I am giving you 5 seconds. Try to solve it. It is pretty easy. Your time starts now. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So what will be the answer? Mother bought bread, comma, eggs, comma, milk and honey from the market. So 1, 2, 3 and 4 things she bought. Before the fourth word in the list we have to put and. After second last we have to put and then in the rest of the things we have to separate the list of the names with comma. So mother bought bread, comma, eggs, comma, milk and honey from the market. So these many things she bought from the market. With this, our chapter 16 textual exercises are over. So students, thanks a lot for watching the lecture and understanding the concept of punctuation marks, and keep your books ready when you watch the next lecture. When you sit for the new lecture, keep your books ready. Also send your work to the follow-up teachers without fail. Stay safe at home. Have a nice day. Goodbye.